Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here with the Pete Kane Podcast Show, and I'm Podcast Pete. Well, why should you build a community now? 3 tips I decided to grow a community of thrivers. This is my journey, and I just wanted to share it with you because maybe it can help frame your journey, help inspire you to think bigger and think about why a community makes so much sense. We hear it a lot, but are we applying it to our life? Okay, you see the 3 pillars of success on the screen: leads, generating leads, creating cash flow, and building thriving communities. That's the core of what we do. But let me just focus on the thriving communities. First, what I wanted is impact, global impact. And in my journey, I went through a lot of dark times. Nobody knew it. Very few people know. Most of the time, you're good at disguising it because people are busy living their life. So your darkness is not really shared, and other people can't help you. So whenever that dark time came, because I grew up dyslexic and ADD, a weird combination. But when you can't spell and you flunk English in high school and you flunk out twice out of college, you realize that academics probably isn't the traditional path for you. But you know you have something different, but you haven't figured it out yet. And for me, I didn't figure it out till I had a stroke. At age 64, it all came together because I had plenty of time in recovery to think. When you have time to think, it's magical because now I think, I journal, I plan, and implement. I think, I journal, I plan, I implement. Thinking, then writing. It activates part of us that we don't even realize we have. Now, for me, writing was not my thing until technology got to the point when I was in the Shank School going through a grant for dyslexic adults. It was the first time that I found out about Google's voice to text. Didn't know anything about it, but the teacher, Foster. Okay, thank you, Foster. I think that's it. I don't know. Okay, so when she said, do you know about Google's voice to text?" And I didn't, but I started using it. But I had an old laptop, and I would have to cut and paste and put it on my phone because I lived on my phone because I could do it better on my phone than I could a computer. I wasn't a good typer, so I resorted to then using the Siri function of voice to text, and I went geeky on that. I mean, I was doing everything voice to text. So that journey helped me to get unstuck with the ability to start communicating with the written word. So writing, if I looked at all my old journals, I don't know if I would because they were dark times. Dark times when you'd hear, "Oh, just do a gratitude journal." I was, yeah, that's good. But writing was my thing. I would misspell in a sentence of 10 words, I'd misspell half of them. And it's people used to say, "Well, go to the dictionary." Well, if you don't even know what it starts with, hard to go to a dictionary. And that's for people that are our age. Now you just do it through online and AI and all this crazy stuff that technology has helped us with, but it didn't back then. And so when I say global impact, together we're better. If you go through tough times, you don't want to do it alone. Reach out, get help you need, whether it's a therapist or coach or a real trusted friend. But understand your friends have a lot of other things going on now. It takes a special friend to slow down and help. That's why I suggest a therapist, but better yet, a coach, because therapists, I've never had success with them because they're just paid to drag it along. Most, I'm not saying most, all, most. I've been going to a therapist for 20 years. Well, a high performance coach doesn't have that mindset. We want to make breakthroughs, transitions fast. So you're activating a different self. You're not, coming back, hey, well, how was your week? And this that went on and just talking back and forth. A lot of times a therapist is just a voice to talk to. But let me get back to together you're better. When you are in business, together you're better. And I realized it when I went through some of those dark times a little bit later. I always went to pulling back instead of pushing forward. Pushing forward. That's why a good high performance coach is going to push you. It's going to challenge you. It's going to get you to do the things, get out of that comfort zone. Comfort zone doesn't do anything for us besides make us comfortable. No statues get like, well, that guy just stayed in his comfort zone his whole life, never challenged himself. And man, look at what he achieved. It doesn't work that way. People, look at Elon Musk right now. Look at what he's done. Look at the people that are trying to tear him down. It's amazing to see the choices people make. Some want to tear things down, some want to build things. He wants to build. Man, the inventions that he's coming out with is absolutely nothing short of a miracle. The guy has the Einstein times 100 of today. The Einstein of yesterday is 100 times what it is today. He's got so many things going on. People go, how can he do all those things? Well, he's good at what he does. He's a creator. He doesn't destroy things. He doesn't burn down things. So if you're part of that burn down club, I feel sorry for you because we were born to create our lives first, then help others. First, get your life done. Get your life on track. I saw so many times I was in Overture, so many times people try to help others. And I see it in the senior community, the vendors per se. They want to help everybody. They're in that industry because they have big hearts. But you got to help your heart first. It's like put the oxygen mask on yourself, then the person next to you. Not the person next to you first, because you die and they don't take care of themselves. They burn themselves out. They're stressed out because they got to take care of this person first. Put the oxygen mask on you, then serve others. So when it gets down to together we're better, you're better, but you work on yourself first. That's why we do high performance coaching. That's why we do growth day. We work on you first. You can't help your business until you are together. Together you're better, but it starts with you. And I've always been a people pleaser, now not so much. I look at things, and for the most part, I say no first. Then I look at my priorities, and then I'll say, hey, I'll get back to you if anything changes. I don't want the burden because people are real good at putting stuff on us. Hey, would you do this by tomorrow morning? Really? That's your priorities, but it isn't mine. And if we keep saying yes and yes and yes and yes and yes, Before you know it, you're stressed out, burned out, and you're not going anywhere. You're stuck, like we call this stuck in the stuck bus. No, wait, you're in the you're stuck in the busy bus because plenty of people give you their priorities. Check an email first, other people's priorities. Then all of a sudden you get off on a rabbit hole. Before you know it, the day's gone. You didn't get anything you wanted to get done. So take care of yourself, work on yourself. And if you want to start doing that, go to Growth Day. Oops, man, I have that in a different color here. Hold on here. Hold on. I want to put it in red. Got to put it in red because I like red. Okay, hold on. Make it a little smaller there. Okay, there we go. So go to Growth Day. Go to PeteKane.me/Growth Day. You can go to Growth Day, but if you go and you get it through us, we'll give you a free course. It's affiliate. So we'll give you the free course, Mindset, Goals, and Habits. That's my course. So some of the things I've learned in my journey. Habits are outcomes. You stack those habits on top of each other, man, it's a beautiful thing. But that's a different story. So get Growth Day. It'll help you work on yourself. 5 to Thrive, 5 to Thrive, 5 to Thrive. Brendan Bouchard, the best in the world at training, at helping, coaching, put a community of people that are into personal development, making personal development a way of life. If you make personal development a way of life, you'll grow because you'll grow in the community, you'll grow yourself, and you do the 5 to Thrive. He talks to you for anywhere from 8 to 20 minutes. There's a related video. There is also 2 thought-provoking questions to get you to think. And then you score yourself. And then you're on your way. Your rocket fuel for the day. Because you got to start with yourself. If you're going to build a community, you don't do it community first, yourself first. That's why Growth Day is so important. Okay, let's go off of this. I want to get back on. Let me take this off. Okay, so together you're better. We build community because the community is going to be, and in our case right now, the most inexpensive community to build is Substack. And we'll be doing training on that. You can Google us and you'll see some training on that. But that helps you build your online community. You got to act locally. No, wait, think locally, act global. Well, I get them mixed up. It's the same thing, kind of. Think local. No, act local, think global. Act local, think global. If you're in a networking group that's local, you got to think global because your time is your most valuable asset. We only have 24 hours. Working hard is not the key. It's working strategic, prioritizing better, and a little bit of luck, but we make our luck happen. Superman. Just read it this morning. He said, we teach our kids and we forget about luck. The harder you work, the luckier you get. You got to prioritize. Don't just work hard with your... Look, Blockbuster was working, but they didn't see the strategic shift that was happening. Everybody was moving online. They thought, oh, they'll always rent these videos. They'll always be able to drive down to their local Blockbuster. Nope, not anymore, because it shifted. They didn't see it, and it's gone. Can't find a Blockbuster except an empty shell of something else in it. And if your strategy, and I know a person, I won't mention his name, oh, I have my strategy down. Oh my gosh. If you can't recognize shifts that are happening digitally, and you just put your head down, work hard, don't see what's happening outside of you, you're going to wake up like Blockbuster, and you're going to be out of business. You got to change. We're in a global economy now. Global means digital products like podcasting, like online courses, like a digital magazine, a physical magazine. These are all assets. And if you're not creating assets and building your brand, you are the magic and anything is possible. And when you recognize that you are what people connect with, not your company, you. I see so many people promoting their company and all the things their company does. Don't give a rip what your company does. How are you solving my problem? How am I going to remember you? Through your story, through connecting with stories. People remember stories. And being on our podcast, you can share your story. So go to pkane.me and be a guest on our podcast. You can get on my schedule. Great. We have others. We'll put you on related to your niche because we have Podcasting Academy where we teach people how to use podcasting with a purpose. If you don't have a purpose, you don't have a path to monetize, you won't do podcast long term. You'll quit. So many people start it because it's the thing to do. Everybody's podcasting. I had a guy, this is about 3 years ago when I started golf podcasting. I was at the golf course. I did a little bit of golf when I came back from my stroke or had my stroke, but I just couldn't get into one-handed golf. I wanted to play both handed and it wasn't happening at that time. But anyway, so I don't know how it came up. I think I was talking to somebody and he overheard it or something. Oh, everybody's podcasting. Yeah. What's your point? Everybody does it. Okay. If everybody does it, there may be a reason. He was just jealous. He couldn't do it. But that's people. People want to tear things down. That's what we're seeing right now. Burning Teslas. Give me a break. Best, most valuable company in time ever. They'll pass Apple, they'll pass Google, they'll pass everybody. They will be the largest company in the world because they're innovating. They're moving so fast, you're going to just be shocked. I would go out and learn more about the company, what they're doing. There's a thing called, I think, Atom Tech, a YouTube channel. It has really good stuff. Tells you what's happening, gives you some things about it. It's just a good channel. Anyway, when you look at creating a podcast, so get on our podcast. Your story, people remember. People remember stories. They buy from people. People buy from people. Let me see if I can bring this up. I love it. There we go. People buy from people. They don't buy from companies. It's people. People. A lot of people say, what about Nike? They're a big company. Yeah, what about? Who do they promote? Michael Jordan, Air Jordans, Tiger Woods until recently, Roger Federer, Serena Williams until she retired, still does. It's all about people. People. They know people buy from people. I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Nike. No, don't say that. I want to be like Mike. People buy from people. You are out there, promote you. You are the magic and anything's possible, but you got to make that shift. Look at Oprah. She's probably got a dozen companies. Do you know all the companies she's got? No, but you know her. You know her. Even look at Tim Cook. I'm sure he's got invested in a bunch of companies, but he's the face of Apple. He's out there more. Everybody is starting to shift. People buy from people. And if you're a small business owner, junk man, this is you, Jordan, I'm talking to. Be Jordan. People like people. People want to connect with people. You put yourself out there. Your company will come along with you, but you got to be first. Okay. Whew. Okay. The three things I was going to cover. One is greater impact. I just wanted to make the biggest impact. But that happened on my third point, mortality motivation. When you finally look, not finally, because I've looked at death in the mirror several times, but this was the last time, and you survive, you have a thing called mortality motivation. And that basically is life is precious. We're only here. I'm going to my 50th high school reunion. 50. I can remember the day I got out of high school. Took a little bit of time. Took summer school, but I did. Okay. So, but I remember back there, and now 50 years later, I'm going to a high school reunion. 67 high school reunion. Life is precious. Life is short here on earth. We all, nobody gets out of this life alive. So, talking about death is just the reality of the journey. I have Wanda Pearson, we were talking about wills, and something like 67, there's a high percentage of people don't have wills. And I said, why do you think? She goes, people don't think they're going to die. Well, let me give you a little inside scoop. You're going to die. Hopefully not soon, but that's just the reality. We all are. We don't live forever. So when you want to go through mortality motivation, you don't give a rip what people say about you because you have a second life. And when I had Anya, Anya, I think it's Anya, yeah, at Shepherd. And she said, can I share something personal with you? I said, sure. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so you got me. And she said, little angel was looking after you because the kind of stroke you have, most don't survive. And if they do, they're even a lot worse. So I'm like left side, which is the right brain, gone. Totally having to rebuild. Still rebuilding it 3 years later, going to PT 2 times a week and OT, PT, still at it. Going to the gym the days I'm not at PT, working on it. I went on a date with my granddaughter, worn out. Went to bed at like 7:30 because your stamina is something you have to build back. I fell asleep. I was playing golf with some friends about 6 months, 8 months ago, and I could only do, I fell asleep on the 10th hole. I could do 9 holes and I was out. Fell asleep in the cart. That's how worn out. Because getting in and out of the cart, you gotta physically get over the handle. It's not like when I get into a car, I go sideways and slide in. Can't do that in a golf cart unless it's a specially designed golf cart, like Solo Rider. So you're always hopping over as well. That's energy, energy, and literally worn out after driving in traffic, going downtown, up and down these stairs, walking around. And when you're with a 9-year-old, they have the energy. Going through Publix, and she's like, card, I'm running to catch up with her. I got home and I was like, done, maxed out, finished. But get a good night's rest, you're ready to go again. So, mortality motivation changes your mindset. Changes is we're only here a short time. And we only have an opportunity to impact when we're here. So I don't take every day for granted. I live every single day like it's my last. Every single day, I wake up with a mindset. This could be my last day. And if it is, I'm going to do the best I can with this day. Because one of these days I'm going to be right. But hopefully, God willing, I'm here till 100 and some, whatever it is. I'm going to live it to my fullest. I'm going to take care of the one body I have, all my friends, and I've had two hernias and knee, ACL. We all have these things, replacing hips and shoulders and knees. It's just the body wears down, and how we take care of it is important. It's important. My friend who just Mike Natale, hey Mike, was in the gym yesterday, day before when I was talking to him. He's coming back from a hip surgery and working on his body. And he said, I got to drop 2 pounds a week, just to get that body in shape. We only get one of it. And if we don't take care of it, I saw it at Overture. Wow. When you don't take care of it, it shows. And that's our choice. We can eat donuts all day, or we can eat healthier foods. You have a choice. And if you eat donuts all day, it's going to show, because that is not a recipe for a long life. So mortality motivation changes your mindset. When you wake up every day with the attitude, this could be my last day, or the mindset, you live on purpose, you live present, you live more alive, more full. And that's what we want to do. I just have an advantage. I went through it. You don't have to go through it to change your mindset. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Because if you invest in yourself with high performance coaching, where we work with you, let me see here. I was going to put some up for you. Nope, I am going to do that. Hold on here. Action. Yeah. So, no, that's action. Wrong thing here. Hold on, Nelly. Wait, I'm going to get you. Yeah, it's that. Strategy session. I got to go up, I think. Be a guest on my podcast. Let me go up. Yeah. Podcast Academy. I know. Maybe I moved it around. But anyway, pk.me/SS. That's a strategy session. Because high performance coaching is the best you could ever do to invest in you and your mindset. First week, we're going to talk about your goals, your focus, your focal points. Then clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence. The 5 that are in there, in the first 5 out of 6, is from High Performance Habits, Brendon Burchard's book, a bestseller. And you work on clarity, energy, courage, productivity, and influence, you're on your way. You're building that solid foundation. The second part of the coaching, it's a 12-week journey. It's a transformation. We transform you in 12 weeks. That's why we don't accept everybody, because if you're not ready, I'm not putting you on it. I don't need your money, don't want your money. I want you. I want you to make that transition. I want you to change that mindset, to work on mastery, psychology. This is here. Physiology, your body, productivity, getting more out of your day, prioritizing better. Persuasion. If you learn to be good at persuasion, you're going to learn how to lead, build a community. And purpose, living on purpose, and purpose mastery is so important, because purpose is not just one purpose. There's all kinds of purpose. Podcasting on purpose. That is a strategy. You have to have a purpose when you start something. Purpose when you show up for a meeting. Purpose when you have a conversation. Purpose when you have you're with your friend or your family. To be present, not looking at your phone all the time and thinking of all these other things. Be present. Have a purpose. Build those relationships. Relationships are foundational to your success. And if you don't intentionally invest in them, they don't just magically happen. So instead of texting somebody, call somebody. Call. Instead of texting or scrolling or watching TV, call your mom, call your family members, call your friends. We spend an average of 4 hours a day watching TV, other people's lives, and 2 hours scrolling, watching, judgment. Do I comment? Do I like? Oh my gosh, look at that person. Yeah, look at that person. Everybody puts that best foot forward, but they don't tell you always about the struggle. That's not exciting to amplify out there. So we only see the good, which there's a lot of good in life, but there's a lot of struggle. We call it honor the struggle. We learn from our struggles. We learn from our adversity. And when the more you put yourself in a position to learn that, the better you're going to be. So you don't want to live in your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. When you step out, it's a little uncomfortable. But that's good, because if you're uncomfortable, you're growing. That's why we challenge you. And if you want to, go take a strategy session. Instead of PA, put SS. You can book a strategy session. But the investment you put is in yourself. Invest in yourself. The magic is in you, and anything is possible. The magic is in you. Okay, let me go off this. Okay, bingo. Okay, so we've covered, oops, let me take this off. We've covered greater impact. You want to build a community? You're going to, the greater impact is going to be that you're intentionally building a community. You want to be part of our community? Go to petekane.me/connect. Let me see if I can hold on here. This was Trexa. She just put this together. Man, Trexa is awesome, like incredible, the best out there. Let me see. Hold on. I think I have it here. Hold on here. Yes, here we go. Connect with our thriving community. We have our virtual event, which is our virtual summit on the first and third Friday. We have book a podcast so we can get to know your story. Book it on here. We have Substack, which is our global meetup on the middle of the week. We have our live event. We have our workshop. We have our webinar. We have our magazine. And we have our 12 weeks for our 12-week transformation, where we take you on a journey for 12 weeks, building your community of 20 people that you'll be part of a mastermind. You will have this. This will be the framework of it, because each week we're going to focus on these that Brendan Bouchard has proven to work. He's been coaching for 20 years. Coaches billionaires now. If you want to hire him, you better have $1 million, because that's what he's charging. So ours is less than $1 million, just a little bit. But if you're going to change, might as well change with a high performance coach, a certified high performance coach. It's nothing like it. I've had 4 high performance coaches. 4, not 1, 4. So if you're going to be the best, you got to be coached. I mean, I'm not going to talk to you about high performance coach if I'm not investing in that. I invest in myself. I learn. I do growth day every single day since I found out about it 11 months ago. Every single day, growth day, 5 to Thrive, every single day. Coached by the best high performance coaches. I'm on the third different coach each time. It helps invest in me. You invest in yourself. If you have the money, do one-on-one. If you don't, do group coaching. Or we do monthly. But invest in yourself. Always invest in yourself. That's going to be the best return for your money. So Plenty of ways to connect, plenty of ways to connect so we can have a thriving community. But if you get into Substack, just get in the let me see if I have it on here. I think I do. Yes, I do. Okay. This is my friend Jim Fuse. So Jim talked about it at our last summit. The three things to emphasize with Substack: build community. That's what we're talking about. Go live and repurpose into a blog post. Repurpose is always a tremendous strategy. And ability to monetize. Because if you can't create cash flow, you ain't going to be in business. So you got to know how to monetize. And this is what Substack teaches you. So, I think I'm finished. Yes, I am. Okay. Now, but I want this same guy, same girl, I don't know. You got to send me something. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not going to go to whatever it is. I don't know you, but if you communicate with me, go to support@pkane.me. We will start a relationship. I know you're coming from, what is it? Twitch. There it is. Okay. All righty. As we wind down, I tell you, it's so good. Our global meetup, just so you know, that's our community online. So you can go to the connect, pkane.me/connect. And that way you can connect with us because you want to be part of a thriving community. Let me see if I can go to it. I think I have it here. Yeah, I do. I certainly do. Hold on here. Hold on, Nelly. Yes, right here. Right. Yeah, go to pkane.me/connect. Sign up for our global meetup because if you do that, we're going to connect you globally because you got to think globally. Act locally, think globally. And we're going to teach you about the 5 Ps: pitch, profile, presentation. No, wait. Pitch, profile, presentation, partnership. And I'm missing one. Dang-gummit. What's that other one? Hold on. Let me think here. Pitch, profile, presentation, partnership. There's 1 P missing. And I'm having a brain fart. Excuse me, a brain. My short-term memory took a hit. There is 3. Hold on here. Dang-gummit. It's all right. Let me think. How do I find it? Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm going to find it. Yes, I am. Yes, there it is. Oh, geez, I love it. Oh, product. Pitch, profile, product. Product can be a course you have, can be your podcast. It's digital. Digital is the best. Oops, let me take this off here. And then your presentation and product. That's the one I was missing. Okay. So anyway, thanks for being here. And for those that hung around, let me give you my special gift. The gift that keeps on giving. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, this is the gift. pkane.me/masterclass. So if you go to that, you'll get our masterclass, our ecosystem. This will help you grow the business. 90% of what we do, we give away for free. Now, what we want to do is similar to what Costco. You experience a podcast. You be a part of our community. And then when you're ready to spend money on yourself, you think of us. And we have opportunities for you to do that. It's a different podcast for a different day. So, but if you want to be a part of our magazine, go to pkane.me/magazine. You can be on the cover of our magazine, and being on the cover and surrounding yourself with key. Let me see. Hold on here. I think. Yes, I think so. Nope, that's a global. All right, hold on here. Yeah, hold on here. There it is, our 12-week transformation. It's a mastermind transformation. You're on the cover where we teach you how to build your mastermind team. If this is something you're ready to make an investment in yourself and you want to really make 25 your best year ever, be a part of our transformation. Okay, you can do that at /magazine. Alrighty. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for passing this on to people you think could use some help during some crazy times. Crazy times we are definitely in. Be bold, make a difference, and have